Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. We are currently leaving Cambridge, which is where we stayed last night. We're heading over to Newmarket, which is about a 30-minute drive, for the start of stage 6 of the 2017 Tour of Britain. It's currently 8:30 in the morning, and leaving Cambridge during rush hour is proving pretty difficult. We're not moving very far. So it rained through the night. It's due to be quite a miserable day. Hopefully that's not the case. I can see some blue sky, so with a bit of luck, the weatherman's wrong today. So we've got all the other team buses down there. No one's really congregating outside them. And then behind me, Dimension Datas and Team Sky. Everyone just wants to get a glimpse of either Mark Cavendish or like Geraint Thomas.
First appearance in the race.
For sure, first appearance. It's a fantastic event. Great stages so far. Hopefully the rain holds off, but I think it's going to be pretty wet to finish, and we'll try to get up there again.
I think the rain holding off may be a wishful thinking. Your fantastic placing, you were 4th in Scunthorpe the other day, and another top 10 as well. So how are the legs?
Yeah, the legs are good, and if we can repeat the same result and try and go better, that'll be a happy day for us.
Again, we have a quick banner to present.
So Dean, the last few years you've been at this race in a different kit. You're looking a bit smart this year.
I know, yeah, look at my white shirt and everything, it's great. Look at me.
What's your job this year?
Last year I worked for British Cycling, driving their guest car, so I'm getting the same role this year. I've got the same role this year.
Yeah.
So I'm with Grace Lambert-Smith, who's a marketing membership at British Cycling. So myself and Grace are looking after 2 guests every stage. First 4 stage we had Josh, who was also marketing membership. But basically competition winners, so a competition winner every stage, plus their guest. So the guest got a pretty good deal as well, being the friend, and just looking after them, and they get to stay in the hotel, team hotel, night before. We bring them to the start, and they get access all areas pretty much to the start. So we've just been with the guests now, get some pictures with the riders that I know, and we're doing a team walk around. So
how people won this competition?
Literally being a member of British Cycling, that's all that they've had to do.
Okay.
The membership news that goes out every single week with all the different deals that people can get. There's been a thread and a theme that they can just apply for a competition. It's literally they press a button and then 8 guests, 8 members of British Cycling get selected to be on the Tour of Britain at some stage. So yeah, we've had 2 guests every day. The road stage is pretty good. The time trial was fantastic yesterday, so the members got to see a lot of that. We went in the car. But today's road stage, we sit out 5 minutes in front of the race. Fingers crossed for a breakaway. There's been a breakaway every single stage, and then we get to pull over. 2 minutes, pull over, get behind the breakaway, and do some breakaway hopping. You know, cruise up the convoy, say hello to the commissaire, lets us go past, lets us get some pictures, pull over at good point, KOM, sprints, that kind of thing, and yeah, just drive behind the breakaway, speak to my mates with the teams. It's great. I love it. It's brilliant.
2, 1, and wave the flags, and we are underway. Stage 6 of the OVO Energy Tour of Britain.
I just bumped into Ash now, and he's on his bike in the pouring rain. Mate, have you ridden here?
No, I got the train unfortunately.
So you're in your kit, but you got the train?
Yeah, well I cycled a bit, like from around.
I mean, I would give you some abuse, but with this weather, I don't really, I don't blame you. So
I wish I was in your clothes, to be honest.
Yeah. So are you local to here? Do you know like what the riders have got in store for themselves today, or? Are you...
No, I mean I'm from Norfolk, so but
how far is that from here?
2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 hours and a half, 2 hours.
You just got the train down to watch the start.
Yeah, watch the start. If it was nice weather, would have gone for a ride. Still might do, you know, but
fair play to you, man. Oh, it started raining quite hard. So the riders have just set off now for stage 6. We're going to shoot ahead over to a place called Bury St Edmunds, which is where the first intermediate sprint is for today. It's about 30 kilometers, so hopefully by that time the breakaway for today will be established. So we just arrived in Ixworth, which, random fact, actually 2 years ago I did a race here. I did a town centre crit when I was a third cat. But I think it's going to be interesting today because this first sprint is actually only like 30 kilometres into the race. So whether the teams in the sprint competition, so like JLT, whether they try and control the race and keep the breakaway in until this first sprint so they can try and collect the points, or whether the breakaway is going to include, you know, Graham Briggs and the other sprint competition contenders. Okay, so we're back in the car now after the intermediate sprint. Unfortunately, JLT and Graham Briggs weren't in the break today, so they won't be collecting any intermediate points in the sprints competition. So even though today is only actually mine and Mike's first time following a stage race, we've quickly come to realise that it involves a lot of driving and also a lot of calculated decisions on where to go throughout the stage, whether you go from the start to straight to the finish, or whether you try to go to an intermediate sprint, or whether you go maybe to the feed zone or to a particular climb. Now today's route is pretty much flat. It's got 1/3 category climb right towards the finish, but we're not actually going to go towards the finish today. There's 2 reasons for that. The first reason is because today's stage quite bizarrely goes from Newmarket over towards the east coast again, which is the complete opposite direction as to how the rest of the tour is going. Basically our hotel tonight is over in Luton, which is kind of the way the route is going apart from today's stage. It's kind of hard to explain. So for us to go to the finish today, it would mean going way out of our way. The second reason is because the weather today is absolutely awful. It's just been a pour down all day. So the riders and stuff are probably going to come across the finish line and go straight to the team buses and go back to the hotels. So today we decided that the better decision would be to go from the start to the sprint, and then we'll go straight to, or we'll go towards the hotel for tonight. Now between today's stage and the hotel tonight is Bedford. Those of you that follow the vlog know that Jorja, my girlfriend, lives in Bedford. She's currently at work today, but when she finishes work, we're going to go pick her up, go out for some dinner, drop her back off at home, and then continue down to our hotel. That's the plan for the rest of the day. I hope that all makes sense. It's quite complicated. We met up with Jorja and now we're in Nando's getting some food. How was work?
Good.
Good? So you're going to join us for the rest of the tour?
No, I've got to work.
No, it's alright, we're going to be leaving early. Okay. We finished up with our Nando's, dropped Jorja off at her house, and then we have now driven to our hotel for tonight. Now, tonight we're actually staying in a team hotel. As we were pulling up, I saw Katusha Alpecin, One Pro Cycling, Madison Genesis and Wanty Group, I think, all in the car park, all working on the bikes, cleaning the bikes. Today's been a wet day, so the mechanics, the team mechanics are going to have a busy night ahead of them, cleaning all the cars and getting everything ready for tomorrow. So this is the sleeping situation tonight. I did book a twin room, but they gave us a double bed and a sofa bed, so we've not yet decided who's going to sleep on which, who's going to draw the short straw. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Tomorrow's stage heads from Hemel Hempstead, which is where we currently are, over to Cheltenham. So far in this year's race, it's been pretty much flat. However, tomorrow it kicks off a little bit. We've got 3 categorized climbs and 1 second cat climb right near the finish. So the race is probably going to be blown to pieces tomorrow. It should make for an interesting day, but until then, thanks for watching. Please drop a thumbs up, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow at 5 PM.